Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell are you all doing today? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Johnny No Cash, and you are listening to a brand new episode of Life with Johnny No Cash. And this ain't just any episode. This is episode number 50. 50. Goddamn time fucking flies. And if you have been keeping up, you'll know that I've gone through some wild shit. Almost died in my van with a fucking built-in stove, battling some of BC's most intense weather they've seen in decades, and going to back alley fucking punk rock shows. It has just been an absolute wild ride. Now, sometimes, I don't post or do a podcast on a lot of this shit. So if you do want, head on over to my Instagram. I'm a little bit more active there with some of the things that I encounter, like the cops the other day fucking trying to bust me. Assholes fucking completely surrounded me at a goddamn skate park, not even near a residential zone anyway. But if you want to see some behind the scenes kind of shit, go on over to Johnny No Cash Official, and I'm definitely a little bit more consistent as far as what's happening in the moment over there. Now, before I jump into today's Q&A, I got to give a massive shout out to a band, Evil Creek, in Ottawa, Ontario. These guys kick fucking ass. They just sent me this shirt. Look at this badass shirt. Looks like fucking Jack Daniels. And these guys kick fucking ass. Definitely give them a fucking shout out or check out their tunes. These guys are not only super cool dudes, but extremely talented. And if you like the Celtic Outlaws, these guys definitely have like a country rock Celtic swagger to them. They're super cool and clearly super fucking nice guys. Thank you guys for sending me that shirt. And not just that, but I got to give a massive shout out to my friend Ari Mnemonic. We just released a song called The Last Rose. If you haven't heard this, definitely check it out. It's the first time I've done like really dark Mongolian throat singing. And not just that, she has merch too. So if you want to pick up a very limited shirt or hoodie, it's got Johnny No Cash right on the, that's Ari Mnemonic right there, and Johnny No Cash right on the sleeve. If you want to support her, that'd be incredible. Everything she makes, I'm not taking a single dime. So, and we discussed that. She even said, no, you help me with the song. And I said, hell no. We're all starving artists. I'm here to help. And, if I need some help in the future, I can guarantee you she'll do the same. So that being said, thank you to Ari and thank you to Evil Creek. And without further ado, let's jump into episode number 50. Here we go.
I'm living in a van playing outlaw tunes. Life with Johnny No Cash. Smoking them smokes and drinking that booze. Life with Johnny No Cash. Where I go, how the fuck I'll know. I'm off the grid on dusty roads. There ain't no better way of eating beans.
All right, so you're probably wondering where the fuck I am, and I'm in my friend's place. Today is the first day of school, and unfortunately, him and his wife weren't able to take their daughter to school or pick her up, so I jumped into Uncle No Cash duties, and I stayed here last night, and I took her to school, and I picked her up, and that's what friends do. So I'm just recording this podcast in their basement, and just got to thank them for, letting me use the space. And I know this is, again, what friends do, man. You just help each other out whenever you can. And I know that they appreciate that. But that's where I am right now. I'm down kind of outside of downtown Vancouver. But, this is kind of my life now. I've been floating around this city. I've been getting busted a lot. I've been getting lots of notes and shit like that. But I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm tired of it. And honestly, I'll fight the system as much as I can. Now, in today's episode, I do have a Q&A. I asked, everybody over on Instagram and Facebook to ask me anything at all. Some of these questions are really good. Some of them are really kind of inappropriate, and I'm not sure how to answer them, to be perfectly honest. But before I jump into that, I got to talk about something a little serious here, about alcohol. This is going to be a fun episode, but I need to say this because, guys, I'm a fucking veteran with this shit. I love my booze, and as you know, I drink all the fucking time. I'm sponsored by Crazy Monkey, but I did go overboard the other day, so much so that I got alcohol poisoning. And I know that I'm probably going to get more comments on this episode regarding this than anything that we're going to cover in the Q&A, but I just want to say that I have fucking learned my lesson. I've overdone it. I'm getting old, goddamn, man. I can't do this shit like I used to. And I'll tell you, man, I've been bedridden for 3 fucking days. I've never been this sick in my entire life. I'm actually sick right now, and you can probably see it. You can probably see the shine on my forehead because I'm sweating and I'm getting cold sweats, fucking hot sweats, and it sucks. Like I haven't eaten a full meal in 3 days. I feel like absolute shit. So I'm really having to, go out on a limb for this episode right now. I am absolutely decimated. So all I gotta say is if you're partying, take care of your body, take care of yourself. And if your friends or if somebody around you is fucking black the fuck out, take care of them. Because I'll tell you, man, I have never been this sick and people have died from fucking alcohol poisoning. So, that's all I got to say, because I've never been this sick in my entire life. I'm a fucking veteran boozer, so you're hearing it straight from the dragon's mouth that I need to fucking slow down. I got to start taking care of my body a little bit more and being a little bit more responsible. It was an absolute nightmare, and my body is still recovering. 3 fucking days is too many. That being said, just take care of yourselves, take care of your friends, and let's jump into today's Q&A. I don't even know where to start, but we're just going to fucking dive into it. Okay. All right. First of all, I'm just going through these randomly, and thank you to everybody who did leave a question. I appreciate it. Some of these are extremely inappropriate, but I might skip them. We'll see. What is my favorite destination that I've been to so far on this van life trip? Well, I think I mentioned this before, but honestly, a lot of people shit all over Ontario, and I love BC. As overall, BC is the fucking best province I've ever visited, and I know a number of Canadians are probably going to be like, fuck you, Alberta's better, fucking, this is just my opinion. My favorite destination was probably that small town in Marathon in Ontario, and the reason for that was really the encounters that I met. It was going fishing. I was down this little ravine, this river, and I didn't think I was going to meet a single soul here, right? I thought that I had the place to myself, and a couple showed up, and I was like, God damn, what are the fucking odds that a couple shows up and they throw their rods in, they get out their fucking, like their lawn chairs, and I'm like, well, they're here to stay. And I just walked over to them. I figured, we're neighbors now. I'm not going to make this awkward. So I just walked over to them and I introduced myself. And honestly, we created a bond and we still talk to this day. And that was just maybe it's not a destination, but it was one of my favorite memories anyway about living on the road and what it's all about to, put yourself out there and not be closed off to other people. These people were 20 years older than me, totally retired. And here I am, walking up with my fucking punk rock shorts and a beer, and they embraced me with open arms. And we just had an absolute fucking bonding in that moment. Never forget it. And we are still friends to this day. So yeah, I'd say Marathon comes to mind right off the top, but as y'all know, I love Squamish. Squamish is my second fucking home. But as just far as like memories are concerned, I think that that's probably up there as one of my favorite and most fond memories. So great question. What is my favorite song to play live? It's a good one because I know what songs everyone likes, and that's most people go fucking ape shit for Southbound, and I get it. It's a banger. But I would say that probably my favorite songs would be the songs that people could dance to and not mosh to. So Love Song is one of my favorites. It's just so fun. If you're familiar with it, it's kind of a jokey song about, loving someone so much that even after you die, you're going to fucking haunt their souls and haunt them because guaranteed I'm going before they do. And I just love, I wrote this song when I was a solo artist, and whenever it transferred over into a full band, it just kind of brought the whole thing together. Memphis's guitar leads really kind of add to that country atmosphere. It's dirty as fuck too, so it's still got that death country vibe and that evolution of what I was trying to go for. I'd say Love Song is probably, and honestly, we closed the night with Love Song every time because it's always on a high note. Southbound, again, is a great fucking banger, but I always felt that Love Song was a more memorable exit to the set. So I'm going to have to go with Love Song. And I really like Burned Alive. Burned Alive was one of the last songs that we wrote together. And I just love that 4-on-the-4 kick drum. I loved Memphis's guitar. The bass is just fucking rocking. And I'm doing a bit of a Mongolian throats. Yeah, there was just a lot of variety in that song. So I'd say those are my two favorite songs to play live. Am I going to do Van Life forever? No, I am not. And this is a great question. It's a great time to talk about this because I'm actually going to be renting out a space like part-time in the next little while. And the reason for this is you guys have probably realized that I haven't been, writing nearly as much music. My van is not capable for me to do what I really want to do. It's too small. And especially in the summertime, I'd fucking die. I'd cook to death in there. I can't really properly work in the van. So I've decided that I'm going to rent out a part-time spot where I can record during the day, write during the day, and actually get some proper content out, because I do have probably 15 tracks that I've recorded, and they're not ready to go, but they're definitely really like thick skeletons of songs, and I can definitely work off those. However, I just don't have the fucking space to finish them, and I really want to do a good job. So yes, I am going to be renting a spot. That doesn't mean that I'm selling the van. I'm still going to be doing, living in the van, because honestly, when it comes to acting, I can just park right by the set and stay there for the night. And it's so fucking convenient. I'm not blowing gas. I'm just kind of tucking myself in, and then I'm the first one there. And then I'm the first one out of there. It's great. It's fantastic. It's a great kind of means to save a little bit of money, but also now have a space of my own so I can really kind of focus on my music. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be living there full time. It just means that I'm going to be using the space. Sometimes I'm going to sleep there, sometimes I'm not, but it's really just a space. And I don't know if I'm ever going to completely quit van life. I'm really enjoying it, and I don't know where it's going to take me, but I have a feeling that I probably eventually won't be doing van life forever. It could be a while, but I don't see myself doing it forever. Who knows? And that's the great thing about life. You just don't know, what the fucking next corner is going to, provide you. So that's my answer for that. Who knows? My weirdest set story. Well, Thomas Jane, I fucking love this guy. This guy's he's been the Punisher. He was in Deep Blue Sea. He was in The Mist. Super fucking great actor. Well, he told me to fuck off once. I was standing outside his trailer on the phone, and this guy's a pure blood alcoholic, worse than me. And he was hungover as shit. Actually, this was the day the entire day got cut because he was too fucking hungover. He couldn't even walk. He couldn't do anything. This was on the show The Expanse. So this is many, many years ago. But he ends up coming out of his trailer in his robe, and he tells me to shut the fuck up because I was on the phone. And then he just slams the fucking door. And I was like, whoa, that was fucking great. That was super cool. I didn't take it serious at all, man. I know what it's like being shit-faced and fucking trying to get some sleep. And then some guy's fucking yammering outside. I deserved it. I didn't know it was a trailer, though. So, yeah, I'd say that's definitely one of the more memorable ones. And not just that, there's another question here regarding acting, and this is one of the coolest things that I've got to talk about actually on today's episode. Is I actually booked my first feature role in a Christmas movie as a fucking punk rocker. That's right. I'm going to be singing in this movie. I've got a small part where I'm auditioning for a scene, and I'm playing a fucking dirty ass punk rocker. And I went in for the audition. Sorry, I filmed the audition first. We sent it into the casting director, and the director and the producer then got back to me and said, we want to meet you. So I went into the casting house, met these people in person, and I fucking just belted it out, sang in my normal voice, didn't try and switch it up, dressed the exact same fucking way I always do. And I just belted the shit out. And 2 days later, I got the email saying that I booked the part. So, man, oh man, I'm just so happy that, things are slowly fucking snowballing here. It's still really tough. I'm still broke as fuck. But hopefully, if I can book some more roles and even get some more extra roles, maybe then I won't be relying on fucking the vitamins of booze to keep me going, and then I can actually get some food. So who knows about that? But that being said, man, I gotta say I'm stupidly happy about that. And my agency kicked fucking ass. So thanks to them. And it's just hard work. That's all it is. And just dedication, determination, and fucking drive and confidence. I walked in there and I said to myself, I'm getting this fucking part. And that's half the battle, folks. It is. You can learn your lines and you can know them, inside and out. But if you're not like embodying the character, if you don't like turn yourself into that character for that moment, you're not going to get the part. Lines are just half the fucking battle. They want to see a real human being in the role during that. So, I can't wait to do this. It's actually shooting this month. So, I'll keep you posted with that. Here's another strange one. This is some of you guys, Trump, Trudeau, or Rosie O'Donnell. I have to kill, marry, or fuck one of them. God damn, man. You guys are, and I did say, ask me anything. This is a good one. Well, okay. I think I would marry Donald Trump. Mainly because he's stinking rich. And yeah, I think I'd marry Donald Trump. And I think I can't fuck Trudeau. I couldn't bring myself to it. So I guess I'd have sex with Rosie O'Donnell. And I'm sorry, Trudeau, but yeah, you're getting the axe. So I don't like political questions because I'm really not a political person at all. But there you have it. Yep, I would marry Trump, have sex with Rosie O'Donnell, and I guess I'd have to get rid of Trudeau. All right, there we go. God damn, guys. Fuck. What is my favorite shark movie? Well, that's a fucking easy one, but I've got a really close runner-up. All right, I'm a huge shark fan. I love the fucking Megalodon, and anything to do with like water creatures, I'm just absolutely obsessed with. I love crocodiles. I love fucking the Ogopogo. I love the Loch Ness, and I love the Megalodon, all this shit. I'm just obsessed. Actually, that's pretty much all I like on Instagram. It's just like monster shit. Sorry if I haven't been as active on some of my friends' Instagram, but like honestly, all I really like seeing is monsters. You gotta check out the fucking movie The Reef. It's an Aussie film that was made probably about 8 years ago. Holy fuck. It's up there. Like it's stupidly up there with Jaws. Okay. Now, sure. Totally different premise, but if you want terror and you want to see like the severity of a fucking killer shark that won't fuck off, it is awesome. Now The Shallows was great too, but The Reef just takes the cake and it's terrifying. A lot of people don't really, well, think about it. Think about the worst way to die. Drowning while being eaten alive. Come on. Tell me in the comments what you think the worst way to die would be. For me, it's eaten by a fucking shark or a crocodile, being dragged down, you're fucking breathing in water while your entire body is bleeding out. Oh, yeah. Here's a great question. How do I prepare for the podcast? Well, it really depends on how passionate I am about the topic. You've probably heard some weaker podcasts and you probably heard some stronger podcasts. And that really comes down to how confident I am on the topic. Sometimes I will literally just bust this shit out and I'll fucking do it. And those are the best ones, hands down. But when I was keeping up with like a weekly routine, I was noticing that I was kind of phoning it in sometimes because the topics were weak at best. And I was trying really hard to keep them entertaining and whatnot. But really my process of getting everything ready and going is making sure that I am kind of ready to speak for 30 to 40 minutes. That's tough because as you know, I don't do any cuts. And if I fuck up at the 27-minute mark or the 3-minute mark or the 40-minute mark, I'm fucked and I have to go back and I got to do the whole damn thing again. I don't know. I understand that there are a lot of people like Russell Brand and shit. They got pretty long podcasts as well, but they're cut and they're edited and things like that. I like to keep the flow. I really like to keep it like organic in that sense. So you guys know that I'm not like reading a fucking script. And that's one thing that I find is slightly unique about this particular content is it's not scripted whatsoever. I don't have any notes other than your questions. And beyond this episode, I have 0 notes. So I guess really it comes down to me preparing to speak for a long period of time, keep it entertaining, keep it kind of active and fun, and just hope that it doesn't consume my entire fucking day because I forget, there was one episode, man, holy shit. It was like 6 hours. I think it took me to do. Like, it's unacceptable. So there you go. So great question though. I really do. I put a lot of like fucking mental, focus into these. I really do. Even if I'm got alcohol poisoning. Will I cover Right Here by Little Peep? I've never heard the song. Maybe if I hear the song and it's good, I might give it a shot. We'll see. I might do a Juice WRLD cover. I fucking love Juice WRLD. That's honestly one of my biggest guilty pleasures is fucking Juice WRLD, man. Rest in peace, brother. That's, it fucking really sad when he passed away. All right, we're going to finish this off. We're going to actually bookend this shit. What's my favorite booze? And this is really disgusting to talk about right now because of how sick and ill I feel. But I will say, I love tequila. I fucking love tequila. It's like fucking liquid cocaine. It just keeps you up and keeps you going. And like you can just shoot the shit all goddamn night long. I love tequila. But at the same time, I also like drinks. I don't drink a lot of beer anymore. I don't really, I do not drink wine. I have a really bad acid reflux and indigestion problem. So wine is a no fucking go. I'm not a big fan of gin. Vodka's I've been, of course, as you know, been drinking lots of vodka. But ultimately, I think it comes down, like if I had to choose and I was on a stranded desert island, I'd have to choose rye. Good old Canadian fucking rye. It beats out bourbon. It's not nearly as sweet as that shit. And I just love Canadian rye. It's good with some Diet Coke or some shit like that. Cause you don't want to drink the real Coke because you know how you get fucking hungover? It's the damn sugar. That's why. And I learned this way too late in life. But I'd say good old Canadian rye. Now, there is one last question, and it is about music. And I did say earlier about that I'm getting this place to myself that I can kind of set up myself. I will say that I have been jamming with one individual specifically, but I also have one other individual that we've been talking back and forth, and he's been learning the songs. And I am really hoping and proud to say that we are gearing up towards some kind of rebirth of the Celtic Outlaws. Now, what I mean by that is we're going to choose, 10 songs and then work on those 10 songs and then move the fuck on and start working on new stuff. It's not something that I want to do to be continuing to rehash old shit. So for you guys that have been wondering what is happening with that music, what is happening with that style, I will say that it is in the making right now. I've got incredible musicians that I have been working with, as well as this one fella who we haven't jammed yet, but I have seen his work and holy shit, man, this guy is on fucking fire. So that being said, the Celtic Outlaws are slowly kind of coming back in a new form, in a new kind of way. And I'm really happy to say that because I know that you guys love the shit and I love playing it too. And I think Vancouver needs this kind of music. So I'm really excited to get that going. And not just that, on a final fucking note, I still have Dagger Road B-sides coming out. Memphis Reigns is doing a small little tweak on the original recordings from back in 2007. There's about 18 tracks, unreleased tracks, that are going to be coming out on a B-side. I think I'm just going to do it digitally, though, because I can't afford to make CDs anymore. And not just that, but nobody buys CDs, so you don't want to be sitting on a bunch of fucking plastic and landfill, forever. So you will expect to see Dagger Road B-sides, and it's a massive record as far as like content is concerned. It's like 18 songs, I believe. I think there's maybe more than that, but I think I'm going to cut a couple. But that's I got some shit for you, folks. I got some shit for you. So I hope that answered some of your questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm still shaking. I'm still feeling like ass, and I'm really happy if you guys made it this far. I am really not doing very well. I'm going to try and get some kind of food into me. It's been really difficult keeping it down. And just like I said, please take it from me. Fucking watch the booze, folks. Watch the booze. Don't over fucking do it. And if, you did, please take care of that body because you only got one. That being said, thank you all so much for tuning in to today's episode, number 50, God damn it. Hopefully I can do this again real soon, and hopefully I can recover sooner than that. But that being said, if you want, you can always support the show. You go on over to buymeacoffee.com/JohnnyNoCash.com, and you can buy me a beer over there, which I won't buy, or I won't drink because I am off the fucking booze for a good chunk of time. I got to give it cleanse. So I'll get a coffee or maybe a slice of pizza or some shit. But that being said, if you want some merch, if you want to go over and support the music, you can go over to bandcamp.com/JohnnyNoCash. We're all over there, and you can get some merch, you can get some tunes, whatever the hell you want. Tons of merch still available. And as well, if you're just listening to this on Spotify, Apple, I do upload this to YouTube if you want to see my ugly, fucking hungover, fucking alcohol poisoned face. You can always go over to YouTube and support me there. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to click subscribe, like it, leave a comment. What is the worst way if you were to die? I want to know about that. Also, comment on anything. I don't give a shit. And don't forget to rate the podcast over on Spotify. Thank you all so much. I'm out of here. I got to drink some water, maybe take a fucking nap. But until next time, you better stay dusty. I'm out.
I'm living in a van playing outlaw tunes. Life with Johnny No Cash. Smoking them smokes and drinking that booze. Life with Johnny No Cash. Where I go, how the fuck I'll know. I'm off the grid on dusty roads. There ain't no better way of eating beans.